guys, it's your girl Sierra and I am back with another video for the channel. What's up, you guys? If you're new here, hello and welcome. I'm Sierra. If you've been here before, what's good, y'all? What's up? Welcome back. It's been so long, I feel like, since I made a video for you guys, and I don't know, I just feel like I have these random moments where it's like I'm good with posting, then I start slacking, and then I get back consistent, then I start slacking. But I'm gonna try to do better, y'all. I'm gonna try to be better. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm gonna be giving you guys some life advice for women in their 20s. Now, of course, I know when I say for women, y'all be thinking it's just for women, but I mean, it really can be for anybody, you know. Anybody who's watching, I feel like this is very beneficial advice for anybody who's in their 20s, male, female, non-binary, whoever. So that's what this video is going to be about today. And I just want to say this. I am still in my 20s, y'all. I am only 23. I'm a baby, you know, I'm still very young. And also, I've learned a lot within these 3 years of me being in my 20s, and I just want to share what I've learned. Now, this is not going to be everything that I've learned, but it's going to be probably some of the biggest lessons that I feel I've learned since I've turned 20. I feel like a lot of people have their own idea of what their 20s will look like, and I'm going to be touching on that a little bit today too, me being one of those people who basically had a mapped out plan of how my 20s was going to look, and it looked nothing like that at all, or at least thus far. So I'm just gonna stop rambling, y'all. I feel like I'm just saying way too much. I'm gonna get right into this video, but before I do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're not already, and let's get into this advice. So I got my notes over here per usual on my laptop, so if y'all see me looking this way, I'm looking at my laptop. I have 10 pieces of advice that I'm gonna give you guys, so if you want to write them down, or if you feel like you can remember them, whatever, but let's just get into it. So first piece of advice for anybody who is in their 20s, it's never too late to start. It's never too late to start that business. If you want to start that clothing business, that lip gloss business, if you want to start doing makeup, hair, nails, whatever, if you want to start a YouTube channel, it's not too late. If there's a certain hobby that you want to get into, it's not too late. It's never too late to get started. Better late than never. It's never too late to start. Number 2, it's okay to change and to have a fresh start. I know for me, I was pretty scared of change and starting over in my 20s. You know, I just really wanted to be set and established. Even now as a 23-year-old, like, that was just what I wanted, and that's what I expected in my 20s. And after having experienced a lot of new things in my life, I'm very grateful that I've experienced the changes and the fresh starts that I have. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like I was saying before, when you're in your 20s, I feel like a lot of people have this idea in their mind of having everything like set, fixed. This is how my life is gonna be. And I'm here to challenge y'all on that. Like, it's okay to start over, whether it's with a partner. I feel like that's a really big one. It is okay to date and leave that person that's not doing you any good and find somebody new who can treat you right. It's okay to move to a new hometown and have a fresh start there, meet new people, have new experiences and new memories in your life to look back on when you get older. Or even if it's your career and you want to kind of just like dabble here and dabble there, like, this is the time to do that. Your 20s is a time to experiment and figure yourself out and figure out what you like, what you don't like, and what you want to do. Don't expect to have everything all set and established. It's okay to change and start over and have those fresh starts. Okay, so the next piece of advice I'm going to give, which is a really big one, and I feel like I've mentioned this in another video before, do not revolve your life around a man. Oh my gosh, don't do it, man or woman. All in all, do not revolve your life around your significant other. Make sure that you have things going on for yourself. Don't put your all into this person to where you're not able to water yourself and make sure that you're good, and making sure that you still have your own life and you have your own things going on. Do not revolve your life around your significant other. That's only gonna harm you in the long run, because I'm sure your significant other has their life going on. They work and they got their own hobbies, they got their friends and their family. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone who has their life going on and you're making that person your life, because all you're doing is just going to be living your life based on how they're living theirs, and that's just not something you want to do. Make sure you're prioritizing yourself as well. Next one, and I say this all the time, if it doesn't bring you peace, let it go. If that job is stressing you out, let it go. I'm real quick to leave a job if you want to stress me out, if you want to cause too much toxicity in my life and I just don't have a peace of mind, I'm real quick to quit a job, which isn't the best thing to do. And at the same time, it's like these jobs view us as replaceable, y'all. So if that job is stressing you out and you're able to leave it, leave it. If that person is stressing you out, whether it's a family member, friend, significant other, whoever it is, cut them off. If it does not bring you peace, let it go. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth the disturbed peace of mind. It's not worth the anxiety. It's not worth the toxicity. It's not worth the drama. Just let it go. And the sooner you learn how to cut these things off, the more peaceful your life will be. Just let it go. Cut it off. You will be okay. You do not deserve to live a messy, crappy, toxic, drama-filled life. This next one is a really huge one, and it is to do things for yourself now that your future self will thank you for. So if that's something that's surrounding education, you know, maybe you're thinking about going to college, going to grad school, getting your PhD, whatever it is, if you feel like that's something that you really want to do and that's going to have you set up for the rest of your life, do it. Invest in yourself. Take care of yourself health-wise. Make sure you're drinking your water every day. Make sure you're exercising maybe like 3 to 4 times a week for at least 30 minutes. Eating fruits, eating vegetables, getting your checkups every year. Whatever it is, just make sure that you are doing what you need to do now, because what you are doing now for yourself is what's going to pave the way for the rest of your life. So you want to make sure that right now you are doing what you need to do so that you can be set and be good and happy in the future. So do what you need to do now so you can be good later on. This next one kind of goes along with what I just said, but it's still kind of different at the same time. And that's do what you need to do to get to where you want to be. Let me give y'all an example. So let's say end goal, you want to be a YouTuber, right? Hypothetically, you want to be a YouTuber, a TikToker. You just want to be a social media influencer as your main career. That's what you want to be, your main source of income, right? However, I'm sure you guys know those things cannot always happen overnight for everybody. It takes sometimes years to get to that point, and it requires a lot of work, a lot of consistency, a lot of patience, a lot of trial and error. It takes a lot of work and a lot of energy. That being said, in the meantime, you may need to work another job until you are able to be that full-time content creator like how you want to be in the long run. And sometimes when you have to work those jobs that may not be the most fun, you still got to take care of yourself in the meantime. You know, you don't want to be slacking, not paying your bills, and then putting yourself in an even worse situation, and it's going to set you back even more. So sometimes, although the situation may not be ideal in the moment, you're doing what you need to do while you're working towards your other goal or other goals. So then eventually, you know, you can put those other things to the side. You don't have to worry about those things anymore, and you can finally do that goal that you've been working towards for so long. So do what you need to do to get to where you want to be. Next one, do not love others more than you love yourself. When you love others more than you love yourself, I mean, I feel like I talk about this so much on this channel, but y'all, it's so important to love yourself, because when you love others more than you love yourself, that's how you get taken advantage of. That's how you get walked all over. That's how you allow people to suck and drain the energy out of you to where you're not able to take care of yourself. It's so important, yes, to still love others, and also make sure that you're loving on you as well, because if you're not loving on you, if you're not taking care of you, you can't love on other people. You can't take care of other people to the best of your ability. So make sure that you are loving on yourself as much as you possibly can, taking care of yourself as best as you possibly can, and that way you'll be able to help others if that is what you're in the business of doing. Next one, set boundaries. I think that one's kind of self-explanatory, but if it's not, set boundaries. Learn how to say no to people. Stop being a people pleaser. Stop saying yes to everybody. Stop saying yes to things that you're not okay with doing. Just learn to say no. It is okay to say no. No is a complete sentence. You don't owe people explanations for why you're saying no. Have those boundaries for yourself, have those boundaries for others. It's a great way to love yourself. It's a great way to take care of yourself. It's a great way to protect your energy. It's a great way to protect your peace. I know I'm talking super fast, but do y'all get what I'm saying? Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Have them. Next one is a super big one once again. Watch what you speak into your life. Watch how you speak about people, how you speak about things in your life, how you speak about yourself, because the way you speak, that is what will manifest into your life. I remember when I used to be the most pessimistic, negative-minded person ever, and I don't really know where it came from. Like, I used to be very like naive and just like, oh, sunshine and rainbows and all people are so nice and blah blah blah. And then I think I just kind of started going through things and just growing up and maturing. And then once I started experiencing those negative things in my life, I became a very negative person, and I was just always thinking like, oh, nobody's ever gonna love me. And I guess deep down just feeling like I didn't deserve good things with anything, whether it was a job, a relationship. I just kind of always felt like I didn't deserve the good things in life. I was always comparing myself to others and just thinking like, I'll never get to where I want to be. Like, I can never get to where they are, because I just felt like I wasn't deserving of it, really. And guess what? That's what manifested for me. I was always speaking so much negativity into my life, and that's exactly what I got. So now I do my best, and I'm not perfect, but I do my best to try to speak more positivity into my life, to be more open-minded, to be more positive, and try to see the blessings in certain situations that most people would view as negative. And I've seen a difference. I am a lot more peaceful now. I'm a lot happier now. I'm a lot more content with my life, and I'm a lot more optimistic about what's in store for my life, and it feels really good. So make sure that you really watch what you're saying and what you're thinking, because your words are very, very powerful. And like I said, watching how you speak, because those things will manifest into your life. So keep that in mind. And the last one of the most important ones on this list, it is okay to not have everything figured out right now. It is okay. Stop having these set deadlines of, oh, I want to be married and have kids when I'm 25, even though I used to be like that, and that could still happen. Who knows? But stop trying to have these set deadlines at these certain ages when you want to have X, Y, and Z done, when you want to have X, Y, and Z achieved. Just live. You don't need to stress yourself out and force certain situations that aren't meant to be just to try and get what you want when you want it. You just kind of have to go with the flow. And I know it sounds easier said than done, because of course we all have things that we want to achieve while we are in our 20s, and that's totally understandable, because there are things that I still want to achieve while I'm in my 20s, my early 20s at that. And I mean, some of those things may be in my control, and some of those things unfortunately are not in my control. I would love to be married by the time I'm 25. I would love to have kids by the time I'm 25. Like I said, it could happen, it could not happen, who knows? But I'm not going to stress myself out about it too much, because I'm just going to try and go with the flow of things and just let what's meant to be for me be for me. So if I end up getting married by the time I'm 25, great. If it happens when I'm 26, 27, great. But all in all, it is okay to not have yourself fully established in your 20s. Like, it's really okay. Like I was saying before, this is the time to experiment with things and to experience things. This is the time to have fun, travel, find out what you like, find out what you don't like, try new things, and eventually down the road, everything will fall into place when it's meant to. That's pretty much all that I'm saying. When it's meant to happen, it will happen. Just live your life, go with the flow, love on yourself, love others, have your fun, and don't rush. Like, there's no rush in having everything set and established in your 20s. It is okay to not have it all figured out right now, because it will all happen and it will all work out for you the way it's supposed to in the end. Easier said than done, I know. But trust me, y'all, it'll be okay. And it'll click in your mind when it clicks in your mind. It didn't click in my mind for me right away. It definitely took a lot of experiences and patience. And all in all, you're gonna be good regardless. Okay, you guys, so that is all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys were able to take away some key things from the advice that I was able to share with you guys today, and hopefully I was able to help you guys out today. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you are not already. Comment down below your favorite piece of advice that I gave you guys from this video. Make sure you click the bell so you receive notifications every time that I post, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.